5 clubs. Let's do it. So look, I'm the king of cheesy introductions to tutorials. But you know what? This one is making me a little nervous. I've had many requests to see if I could offer advice about how to juggle 5 clubs. And I'm glad to offer advice, but I need to give the following disclaimer. If you need to take advice from somebody that can pick up 5 clubs and on the first try go for 5 or 10 minutes, worth of solid cascade of 5 clubs, I am not your man. I think I could certainly offer advice on 5 clubs. It's not like I'm new to practicing 5 clubs, but notice that I used the word practice. I still feel like I'm learning it. I still feel like I'm trying to master it. The only thing I can guarantee you, if you decide to watch the rest of this tutorial, is that I won't screw you up. I think I can give you very good practice techniques. I think I can give you some good ideas. But if you need somebody to demonstrate their mettle by being able to get out there and run 5 clubs for forever, then I'm not your person, and you should now go to another YouTube video. I need to say the following. I get a fair amount of very honest feedback that what I tend to offer in the way of tutorials can be very long-winded. For my own sake, I understand that absolutely, but I can't figure out how I could do a 5 club tutorial and not be fairly long-winded. I don't know how I could pull together how to explain to anybody else how to practice or juggle 5 clubs without taking more than 10 minutes worth of time. I will put chapters at the side so that you can take a look and maybe skip to the things you care about. But that is kind of a basic disclaimer. I think that having a solid, absolutely solid 4 club foundation, and really what I mean by that is having a solid mastery of, utter control over 4 club doubles is at the very minimum a requirement in order to tackle 5. All right, here it is, drill number 1, the 4 club chase. At least that's what I call it. It looks like this. It's a bizarre feeling pattern. I'm not sure why you'd ever learn this except that it's a really great drill for 5 clubs. Here's why. Listen to it. Do you hear how it sounds kind of herky-jerky, irregular? That is exactly what makes it a great 5 club drill. I would say that it's pretty much impossible to do the 4 club chase unless you have solid or at least decent control over your double flips. So, since we already said 5 clubs is all about having solid command over your control, that is your placement of the clubs in space, in order to keep this pattern going, you'll need to be able to have solid control over the double flips. Here's how you get this particular drill accomplished. 2 clubs in each hand. Okay, you're going to throw right, left, left, right. The reason that I would suggest you throw right, left, left, right instead of just flashing them and creating the hole in the pattern that way is because in order to get the second left hand throw out, you will need to place the first right hand throw pretty high in the air. And that height, the height that allows you to have enough time to get the second left hand throw out, that's the height you want to try to keep your 5 club cascade. Okay, let me show you what happens if you throw a relatively low right hand throw and then try to follow it with the 2 lefts. See, it's just downright dangerous. So, a high right, left, left, right. High right, left, left, right. High right, left, left, right. Okay, then what you want to do is try to keep that consistently going. And when I do this, I notice that I'm getting a pretty good sense of how high I want my 5 club pattern to be. I would say in the beginning stages, stop after that. If this right here is hard for you, then certainly don't try to run it. Okay? I would just do the right, left, left, right. After you've gotten that, try to go for another cycle of that. You want to build this one slowly. The next drill I'll encourage you to try is probably going to sound a little counterintuitive, but I've only found that it truly helps me a great deal, so I'll share it with you. 4 club triples. I'll talk more about this later on, but one of the reasons that you might want to practice triples with 4 clubs is that in order to do that, it kind of forces you to knock your gaze back in order to see the height of that pattern. And when you do 5 clubs, if you will tilt your head back and look up a little higher, it raises the level of the pattern that much more. Again, I'll talk about that later. Second reason why 4 club triples are going to be nice is because, again, it's back to control. If you can control triples, then you can certainly control your doubles. All right? So 4 club triples, just give it a try. I don't think it matters that you start right away. See if you can get comfortable with that. A third drill that I'm stealing directly from John Nations, who's a very accomplished 5 club juggler, he suggested that you try doing 4 clubs going from synchronous to asynchronous and then back to synchronous. I think that it's probably a wonderful drill, again, mainly because in order for you to move from one pattern subtly to the next pattern, you got to have pretty good command. So I think that would look like this.